Hello and welcome to FinextraTV. I'm Hannah Wallace, and joining us for our Predict 2024 series is Edward Harding, Director of Global Strategic Partnerships at Mambu. Edward, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Really good to have you on. And of course, we're speaking in the lead up to your upcoming webinar and off the back of your new Partner Predictions report for 2024 that looks at some of those big trends that are shaping the financial services and banking industry and what that means for participants' strategies and activities going into the year ahead. But first, introduce the report for us. What is it about and how did you gather insights around that?
Absolutely. Well, Mambu, we're very fortunate to speak to a lot of different financial institutions, and we try to be part of solving some of their most pressing sort of challenges. But the way that we go to market is we interact with a whole range of different players from across the financial services universe. So whether that is your sort of cloud services providers, whether it's your strategic advisors, systems integrators, and other sort of technology providers that help us put together the solutions that solve client problems, means that sort of collectively we end up having a very, very rich perspective on what's going on across the industry. What are people thinking about? What's on executives' minds? And really, what do we see as the different solutions and what's going to happen in order to sort of address these emerging trends? And so what we wanted to do, so rather than Mambu just come up with, and we do plenty of that, but rather than just coming up with our own sort of think piece about what we see coming, why not engage this range of different perspectives that we see from across the partners that we work with, and really see what different people are saying, and try to put together a much more rich view of what's going on out there and provide some food for thought.
And tell me then, what were some of those hot topics and big ideas that have been covered in the report?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, some of them I think won't be a surprise. Some of the themes that are really on everyone's lips. So things like generative AI. So what we're seeing in terms of customer demand, and to be honest, also in terms of the kind of capabilities that partners are able to deliver with regards to those sorts of trends. But then also sort of digging into some specific products and solutions that maybe Mambu and our partners help our clients solve for. So how are people thinking about their payment strategies? Yeah. What's going on with embedded finance? These sort of new products that have been sort of percolating for years, but are now sort of reaching maturity with new business models sort of coming to market. And then really some of the evergreen topics, I suppose, things like regulation. Yeah. So what's on the regulatory agenda, and really what are we seeing in terms of the way that customers are looking to respond to the latest activities going on in the regulatory space as well.
All right, you've highlighted some significant trends then. Now coming to the webinar then, tell us, what can listeners expect to get from the webinar? What will they be hearing?
Absolutely. So we've got a report which is written, and I think there's a good amount of interesting material in there. But what we'd like to do is really get just a couple of the partners who've contributed to that report, yeah, to get them into the room to really have a much richer conversation, to explore some of the topics in a bit more depth around what we've been seeing, and really make it more of a dialogue, and have people interacting with the different sort of contributions that they've made. And then obviously there's going to be a component where members of the audience can submit their questions and really sort of expand that conversation out from just within the partner universe to engaging with participants as well.
Well, we can't wait, but tell us who should be joining the webinar? Who is it for?
Well, we're really hoping there should be something in there for everyone. The kinds of trends that we're talking about are the kind of things that are really going to affect everyone. And so whether you're a traditional bank that is wrestling with how to transform and evolve legacy technologies, whether you are a neobank wondering how to really take advantage of the latest technologies as part of more of a greenfield offering, or even a non-FI that is thinking of leveraging the new opportunities that are made available to offer a financial services solution alongside your other offerings. It should be a really rich conversation, and there should be something in there for everyone, and we hope you really enjoy it.
Fantastic. Quite a broad range there. It's going to be really interesting to see what strategies are developed off the back of it. I'm really looking forward to it. Edward, thank you so much.
Thank you.